Okay, so step 1 is totally complete. What we need now is to install Wamp on, in our case, a Windows 7 64-bit PC. You may be installing on a different version. You may be installing one of the servers that can be put on a Linux machine, or you may be working on a production machine. But for this tutorial, we're going to finish up here. So let's go back, and here's our Wamp. It's an executable, so all we have to do is click it and run it. Double click it. Okay, run. Now it's going to bring up a standard Windows wizard, or a wizard. Just next. We accept the agreement. Next. And we're going to change this to the volume that we've been working in for all of this, for our test volume, which for us is V. And say next. We're going to create a desktop icon. So we say yes to that. And install. And I don't know if you just saw, it just created a Wamp directory. It's copying the files that it needs and folders into it. And when that's done, it's going to bring up a default browser, which is Explorer. We don't use that, so we're going to have to switch it to Firefox. Should be done in a second, and yep, okay. Explorer, no thank you. We're going to choose to go to our 86 folder, which has Mozilla Firefox in it, and click on Firefox. Finishing installation, and then it's going to come back and ask us about setting up the email for the admin, but we're not going to worry about that right now, the PHP mail parameters. So we're just leaving the defaults. I can go back and change that later. Okay, it's all done. The last thing to do is launch the Wamp server now. And if you keep an eye, see my cursor over here, keep an eye down here. What's going to happen is when we launch this, this symbol, a lot smaller because it's fitting down here, is going to first start up as red as it's initializing. Then it'll go to amber. I don't know how fast it's going to go. And then it'll be green when the server is fully initiated. So keep an eye down here, and here we go. Red. Green. Kind of hard to see the amber. Okay, so the server is initiated. And if we click on that symbol now, we can see we have a Wamp server 2.5, powered by AlterWay. There's a local host, My Projects, the PHP MyAdmin we mentioned. There's our working directory, which is basically our local host, www directory, Apache, PHP, and MySQL if you prefer working with MySQL. Now, one of the things that we mentioned that in our requirements is that rewrite has to be on. When you first load Wamp server, it's going to be, the default is that rewrite is going to be off, and access to all the directories security is going to be very tight. So we need to change that, and that is kept in this file right here, which we'll now go to. So if we go to our Wamp directory and we go down to binaries, Apache, Apache 4, and binaries, whoops, and config, click on config, there is our httpd.config file, and we need to edit that. We're going to do it with Notepad 7, Notepad++. Okay, what you're looking for is the rewrite in here. So you can just do a search and put rewrite, find, and if you notice here, rewrite module modules, mod rewrite. The module didn't get loaded because there's a pound sign here which is commenting it out. So we need to get rid of that. We just space bar over it. But we also need to look for allow. And after we look for allow, directories can be configured access to. Right now, allowed override is none for our test machine. And you need to be careful about this. You're going to want to change this particularly on a production machine, but on a test machine, it's no problem. So I'm going to switch it to all. And now I'm going to save this file. Basically, this is going to allow rewrite to work, and it's going to allow it to rework on all directories to gain access. And I no longer need this, so we'll close this file and close this out. Okay. Now, one of the other things is, right now, our server is offline. That's okay. We don't need it to be online because we're on the production machine. But we need all our services, the rewrite service particularly, to be running. So we're going to start all our services. Okay. You won't see anything really happen. Okay, now if we go to, let's say, localhost, it should bring up a browser that says think Wamp server. We don't have any projects yet because we haven't done anything. Do see PHP myadmin and some of SQL buddy, PHP myadmin over here. Okay, so basically our Wamp server is installed and up and running. Including with the rewrite and the allow overwrite beyond. So what would our next step be? To create a WordPress database and install WordPress.